Have you ever wondered what happens when you bring a haunted object into your home? I mean, we've all been to antique stores, seen those dusty old relics from a bygone era, and felt a chill run down our spines. But what if that chill wasn't just from the AC being cranked up too high? What if it was something else? Some say these items hold trapped spirits, remnants of souls who haven't quite moved on. Others believe they are cursed, imbued with bad juju, just waiting to unleash misfortune upon anyone foolish enough to possess them. But what if I told you that I'm about to spend an entire week living with some of the most haunted objects in existence? Yeah, you heard that right. 7 days, 24 hours a day, stuck with these creepy trinkets. Will I survive the eerie whispers, moving shadows, and unexplained occurrences, or will I regret this decision forever? Stay tuned, because tonight we dive deep into the terrifying world of haunted objects and the chilling consequences of owning them. Okay, so picture this. You're scrolling through eBay looking for that perfect vintage addition to your living room when you stumble across it. An antique wine cabinet. Seems harmless enough, right? Wrong. This isn't just some dusty old cupboard, this is the debug box, and let me tell you, this thing comes with a whole lot more than just a vintage smell. The story starts, as these stories often do, with a spooky warning. The seller, some antique dealer who probably wished he'd stuck to selling porcelain kittens, slapped a big old "do not open this box" on the listing. Why? Because according to Jewish folklore, this bad boy contains a dibuk. Now, a dibuk isn't your friendly neighborhood Casper, it's a restless spirit, a malevolent entity that hangs out in objects just waiting for some unsuspecting sap to come along and offer it a free ride in their soul. And boy, did the original owner regret opening that box. According to him, it was like opening a Pandora's box of paranormal pandemonium. Nightmares of a dark figure like a creepy shadow puppet show playing out in his dreams. Sudden illnesses, like the universe itself was giving him the middle finger, and the bruises, oh man, the bruises, they just appeared out of nowhere, like he'd gotten into a fight with an invisible ninja. But wait, there's more. It wasn't just the physical stuff. This box messed with electronics too. Lights going haywire, flickering like a disco for ghosts. Appliances switching on and off, like some invisible prankster was having a field day. And the smell, don't even get me started on the smell. A delightful bouquet of jasmine and cat urine. Now, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure Febreze doesn't make a cent for that, and this is where it gets really creepy. It wasn't just the original owner who got a taste of the dibuk's wrath. Anyone who even touched the box reported feeling a sense of dread, like they were being watched by a creepy stalker. Only they couldn't see the stalker. Some poor saps even claimed to see shadowy figures lurking in their homes. Talk about a home invasion you can't call the cops on. One owner, a museum curator who probably thought he could handle a little haunted box, ended up so terrified that he locked the thing in a special case like it was Hannibal Lecter in a box and buried it in a secret location. I mean, who can blame him? This thing makes a Ouija board look like a child's toy. So, coincidence, bad luck, or a restless spirit hitching a ride in a wooden box? I'll let you be the judge, but I'm staying far, far away from any antique wine cabinets I see online. All right, let's talk about Annabelle. I'm talking about the real deal. Not that Hollywood plastic knockoff. The real Annabelle is way creepier than anything you've seen on the big screen. And trust me, I've seen some creepy stuff. This isn't your average cuddly companion. This is a haunted Raggedy Ann doll locked up tight in a glass case at the Warren Occult Museum. And let me tell you, they don't put up those "do not touch" signs for nothing. The story goes like this. Back in the groovy 1970s, a nursing student named Donna got Annabelle as a gift. You know, because nothing says good luck with your nursing career like a haunted doll. Anyway, Donna probably thought, oh, a cute doll, this will look lovely on my shelf next to my anatomy textbooks. But little did she know Annabelle had other plans. It started small, like any good horror movie. The doll would change positions, like someone was moving it when Donna wasn't looking. Then came the handwritten messages, scrawled on scraps of paper, like a creepy ransom note saying things like, "Help me. I don't know about you, but if I found a note like that from my doll, I'd be running for the hills." But things escalated quickly. One night, Donna and her roommate claimed they actually saw Annabelle moving, not just shifting positions, but full-on moving, like Chucky on a coffee break. And if that wasn't terrifying enough, a friend of theirs who made the mistake of mocking the doll later ended up with deep scratches on his body. I'm talking claw marks, people. Claw marks. Enter Ed and Lorraine Warren, the paranormal power couple who swooped in to save the day. They took one look at Annabelle and said, "Yep, that doll's possessed." They claimed it wasn't just any old spirit, it was a malevolent entity pretending to be a child. Talk about bad acting. So they did what any sensible paranormal investigators would do. They took the doll and locked it up in their museum. To this day, Annabelle remains behind glass with a big fat warning sign, "Do not open under any circumstances." I don't know about you, but I'm not about to argue with the Warrens. All right, gather round, because this next one is a real head-scratcher. We're talking about a mass-produced painting, the kind you'd find hanging in a dentist's office, that somehow became the star of its own horror movie. It all started in the 1980s when British newspapers went wild with a story that was equal parts bizarre and terrifying. A firefighter in Yorkshire, a guy who'd seen his fair share of tragedy, started noticing a creepy pattern. He kept finding one item untouched by the flames in multiple house fires, a mass-produced print of a young boy, tears streaming down his face. Imagine, everything around it turned to ash, but this painting, it just survived. Talk about a conversation starter, but the creepiness didn't stop there. Families who owned this crying boy painting started reporting all sorts of strange happenings. Appliances going haywire, objects flying off shelves like they were in a poltergeist rave, pets acting like they had seen a ghost, or at least smelled something really bad. Some folks, convinced the painting was cursed, tried to destroy it. Sounds logical, right? Get rid of the creepy painting, get rid of the bad vibes. But there was just one problem. This thing was practically indestructible. People tried to burn it, but it wouldn't catch fire. It was like trying to light a wet napkin. Now, meet the Hendersons, a family who probably wished they'd never heard of the crying boy painting. They found a copy at a flea market and thought, hey, why not? It's just a painting, famous last words, right? That night, things got weird. Their antique clock, which had been ticking away for decades, suddenly stopped at 3:15 a.m. Like the universe was sending them a creepy time out. Their dog, normally a big softy, started growling at the wall, refusing to go near the living room where the painting was hung. And a cold breeze, the kind that makes the hairs on your arms stand up, swept through the house, even though all the windows were closed. Days later, disaster struck. A fire broke out in the Henderson home, spreading faster than rumors in a small town. The family managed to escape, but their house, well, let's just say it was no longer move-in ready. And everything was gone, reduced to ashes and charred memories, everything that is, except for one thing. The crying boy painting. It was found face down in the rubble, completely unscathed. The Hendersons, understandably freaked out, decided to give the painting to a priest who probably had a special draw for this kind of thing. The priest, wise in the ways of the paranormal, warned them to never ever bring such an object into their home again. And the Hendersons weren't alone. Hundreds of similar stories about the crying boy painting have popped up over the years, each one creepier than the last. Coincidence, mass hysteria, or a creepy curse clinging to a mass-produced painting? You tell me. In summary, while haunted objects can be fascinating, they come with their own unique set of challenges. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, these eerie artifacts carry a long history of mystery, fear, and curiosity. From cursed paintings that survive devastating fires to dolls that seem to move on their own, the stories surrounding these objects persist across cultures and generations. So what should you do if you come across an item rumored to be haunted? Some experts suggest keeping an open mind, but maintaining a healthy level of skepticism. Others advise rituals such as smudging with sage, blessing the object, or even seeking professional help from paranormal investigators if disturbances persist. At the end of the day, the question remains, are these objects truly cursed, or do they simply tap into the deep-seated fears of the human psyche? Science may offer logical explanations, but for those who have experienced unexplainable phenomena firsthand, the answer isn't so simple. Whether you choose to believe or not, one thing is certain: these stories continue to captivate, terrify, and spark endless debate. So next time you visit an antique store, a flea market, or inherit an old family heirloom, ask yourself, is this just an ordinary object or something far more sinister? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this exploration into haunted objects, be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Would you ever own a haunted item? Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and remember, some objects may carry more than just memories. If you found this topic fascinating, be sure to check out our other videos on the supernatural, where we explore everything from ghostly encounters to mysterious disappearances and ancient curses. There's a whole world of eerie legends and unexplained phenomena waiting to be discovered. We'd love to hear from you. Have you ever had an experience with a haunted object? Do you believe these items truly hold supernatural energy, or is it all just superstition? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new deep dive into the unknown. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes the most ordinary objects can hold the darkest secrets. See you in the next video.